Hey there guys, welcome back to Hursty Games and welcome to a quick video showing you how I completed this brand new Throwback Team of the Year SBC. It's a set of 4 SBCs. They've been releasing them sort of, I think it's like every week maybe, or maybe a little bit more frequently than that, but they're out for approximately 2 days. As you can see, only been out for a few hours. I've managed to complete them. I'm going to show you how I completed them because some of them I did for relatively cheap. Some of them are a little bit more pricey with the current state of the market, but I think I've done them relatively cheaply, all bar one that did cost me a little bit, and there's one that you have to take with a bit of pinch of salt purely because I had some untradables. But I'm going to show you how I did them, then we're going to get into the pack. So just to show you straight off the bat, this Argentinian one, incredibly cheap to do. I think the most I spent on any of these cards was 500 coins. Feel free to pause it as you go through just to have a look at the players I used. Obviously, like I said, with these sometimes you will have to look at slightly different players, but going through them, we picked up Sam Johnson, 450 coins, Craig Dawson, 450, Mason Holgate, 450. They don't all have to be from West Brom, it just happened to be that the 3 cheapest gold championship players that were defensive and goalkeeper all happened to be from West Brom. But yeah, Mason Holgate, 450, Gentiletti, I don't know how you say his name, Gentiletti, he was the Argentinian player, 450 coins. Then we got Crondelli, again probably butchering that, 450, Rakic, 450, Keko was 500, 450 for Sal Bergeron, 450 for Mikel Rico, 450 again for Mata, and 450 for Munir. There was a bit of a theme there at 450 coins, but again, incredibly cheap to complete. Premium Gold Players Pack, I mean, definitely worth it in my opinion for that one. That one was nice and easy to do. On to the next one. This one was a little bit more pricey. This was probably the most expensive one just because of the market with like the new League SBC stuff coming out. A lot of these players' prices have skyrocketed up, but the main thing here, this little trio back here, Liga Santander, if you can get 77 rated out of those 3, then it's pretty easy to do the rest of the squad relatively cheaply, and I have it so that one player, either of the fullbacks, can be anyone. That's the way I sort of plan that. That's the way that this worked out. So just to show you, this guy, Roberto, cost me 450. I went the wrong way. This guy cost me 400 again. It just had to be any 75 rated gold card. Wampe cost me 850. Bruno also cost me 850. Gulam cost me 2.8. This is where you start to see the prices of this SBC do go up a tad. Fabian cost me 2.6. Vertu cost me $1,000. Pastore was 2.5k. Verdi was 2.4. Zaza was 3.4. Ouch. And Piaka, the Croatian player, for this team, was 800 coins. So that, in regards, that was probably the most expensive SBC. Bit of a kick in the teeth, but it gets the SBC done. All in all, I think I spent about 35 to 40,000 coins across all 4 of these SBCs. The packs you get back from that are worth a lot more. Now, this is the one you have to take with a bit of a pinch of salt because every single silver card you see here, I had untradable from doing the bronze upgrade packs. So that you do have to take with a bit of a pinch of salt. But you can see that you can get away using a fair few silver cards. So if you can pick up some silver cards for cheap, this could be a fairly good way of you doing it. Otherwise, in regards to the actual rest of the SBC criteria, French players from multiple leagues worked really, really well. That was incredibly easy to complete. And then it was just a matter of filling in the rest of them with silver cards that had to be rare. Don't forget the 6 rare. So first owner for all of the silvers, so I don't know the prices of those. This guy, A. Seric, I don't know how you say it, 400 coins, 400 coins for Torre, 400 for Grenier, 400 for Munir, 400 for Preville, and then I think I've gone the wrong way again. I did, yeah, okay, so all the silvers were untradable, all the gold cards cost me 400 coins. So again, pinch of salt, but pretty cheap in the grand scheme of things, hopefully. And then finally onto the last one. This one I think was pretty cheap actually as well. Yeah, this one was incredibly cheap. It was just the 283 rated players I put in just to make the rating high enough. But otherwise, I think that might actually be the cost-effective way of doing this squad, just getting yourself 2 expensive cards. But the rest of them, again, feel free to pause it as we're going through. Incredibly cheap. So 550 for Yoel, however it's said, and then it was 600 for Barragan, 550 for Arbia, who knows, and Gannon. Dirty player, by the way, after that tackle on that Liverpool dude, not on, 700 coins. Clichy cost me 450, Borges 400, Hutchinson was 400, Masoro was 400, Talisca was 3.6, Oscar was 3.3, and Elkson was 550. So again, only expensive part of that were the 283s, but it meant you could use a bunch of very cheap players in the rest of it, and that is the SBCs done. Like I said, approximately 35 to 40k roughly to complete those. 45k pack on top of that. So the 45k pack covers the costs of everything, and the rest are typically all them free packs, the way to look at it. So pretty happy with that. But now we're going to get into packs and see if we get anything decent, see what our actual coin pack total is. So without further ado, let's get into them. Starting off with a premium gold players pack. If we can get at least one walkout, we do get a walkout in the first one, that is fantastic. I think it's just a regular walkout, aren't too many of those. We get Keylor Navas. I don't know what his price is right now, but I am not upset with the cheapy Keylor Navas. 87 rated, so we will work out how much we either spent or made from doing this SBC method as we're going through, as I said. So Keylor Navas, nice one. Oh sweet, so we're picking up about 12k there, that's awesome. So about 12,000 coins. The rest of these cards, because the League SBC stuff, will also have value. There's only very few there that won't have value. So Renato Sanchez, for example, we can probably pick up about 1,000 points for him. So I'm going to say that pack in total is probably just under 20,000 coins. So that's nice. That's pretty much half the money made back already if you were to straight up sell all the cards we got there. Then we'll do the next Premium Gold Players pack. Why not? Just crack on through them. And this one is not a walkout. That is okay. It is a board at least, so this person is going to have some value just because of their rating. German goalkeeper. Horn is probably the only player that is 83 that will not have that much rating because he won't have a League SBC. That's a bit of a kick in the teeth, but it's okay. Again, most of those players are probably going to have some value. Horn does still go for a couple of thousand points. That's pretty decent. I'm going to say that pack probably just over 10,000 coins. Just over, like I'm really pushing that. So we'll say from those first two packs, we're looking at about 25,000 points, maybe 30. That's honestly how much money you're going to make from these just by selling these cards. Check every single player's value. Check them live on the market. Don't use FootBin because the checking will be slightly out of time because it's not always up to date. But next pack, not a board. That's okay though. We get Christensen. Okay, again, might sell just because of the SBC stuff that is out right now. Or I say that, but the League SBC upgraded stuff. Plus those silvers are probably going to sell for a pretty penny there. Christensen, maybe just under 2,000 coins. Looking at these guys, at the rare silvers, he might go for a little bit. Or literally nothing, that's fine. But okay, maybe about 6,000 coins in that one. That one wasn't too good. But I would say, even if this stuff is all like pretty much just base value stuff, we've probably made our coins back. Plus we have the 45k pack left. In this one we get Sacco, so not great packs from the Electrum packs there, but not the end of the world. Sacco himself, looking again at just under 2k, like 1,500 coins. Not upset with this because these are players that will sell for a little bit, which is better than nothing. Maybe the Saudi dude might sell, not really. Okay. But again, not upset. That's probably another sort of 5,000-6,000 coins. So the Prime Gold Players pack, this is pretty much the profit in this pack. Whatever we get here is pretty much the money we've made from doing the packs today. It's not a walkout. It's not a board. That is a bit of a rip. Hopefully you guys, if you do this, do get better pack luck than me. Wasn't the best pack luck today, but we do get Zaza. We know he goes for about 3,000 coins just because I literally bought him to do this method, so I know that he will go for a little bit. Most of these guys will also sell. I imagine Wan-Bissaka goes for a little bit. He does go for a little bit, but that's not too bad, boys. Hopefully you found that vaguely helpful, and hopefully you find this a slightly easier and cheaper way to complete some of these SBCs. I recommend, if you've got the coins and the time and the patience to put into it, maybe buy a couple of bronze packs, sell all the stuff that you know, discard whatever, maybe sell some of the bronze cards if they sell. Do a couple of these silver upgrades, get yourself some silver rare cards. Hopefully you'll get a little bit of chemistry in there, and it will make that silver, the one where you need 6 rares, well, I had all my silver cards in there, it will make it a little bit cheaper. Obviously you're not guaranteed chemistry. If you do like 5, you could get 5 completely different leagues, but it could give you a bit of a chance of making that just a little bit cheaper. But hopefully you did enjoy this. If you found this video even vaguely helpful, then it would be greatly appreciated if you could drop a like. Of course, subscribe if you're new around here, and I hope to see you all very soon. But for now, boys, I'm going to say thank you for watching, and of course, look after yourselves. See you later.
Games. Let's go. Hursty Games, and this how we do. Now it's time we team up. Check them online, you might catch them playing FIFA. Hey, yeah, you know we keep it live. Make sure to give a like and subscribe. Gaming channel, what's the best one? Keep it hella dope, hella fresh, huh? Yeah, Hursty Games, tune in. Even told my grandmama, sister, and my best friend. You might wanna check them if you wanna be entertained. You already know the name. Check us out, Hursty Games. Hey, whoop. Make sure to give a like and subscribe.